Today we're going to be talking about the area of a triangle. Now, when you were younger, you learned the formula for the area of a triangle to be a half base times height, or base times height divided by 2. But that only works if it's a right angle triangle. So what if it's not? What are you going to be able to do in order to find the area of a triangle? Well, looking at this diagram right here, notice that we've placed theta down here in this triangle, the smaller triangle. Well, if I look at this triangle here and I use sine, sine theta is h over a. So I get this here. If I rearrange the formula so that it's h equals, when I rearrange I get h is equal to a sine theta. Well, according to my formula that I know, area is equal to a half base times height. Well, if I take what I know as height and I substitute it in here for the letter h, I will get this equation here. Area is equal to a half b times a sine theta. Well, the formula that we like to use, and the one that we are we're going to be using for the next little while, is area is equal to a half ab sine theta. It's pretty common for us to put the two side lengths here and then the theta here. Now, before I continue, I want to point out that it's really important here on the diagram that the angle that you're looking at, so here, this part here, is contained between the two side lengths that you know. So here is A, and here is B, and here is the contained angle, the angle in between A and B. So we're going to try some examples right now using the formula that we just learned. The first thing we need to make sure in order to use it is that we don't have a right angle triangle. Okay, check. 2, we also have an angle contained between two sides. Check. So I can use my new formula. My new formula says area is equal to a half AB sine theta. I substitute in what I know, which is a half. A is 9, B is 10, and sine 40. When I use my calculator, I should get out 28.9 centimeters squared. Remember that it's area, so I'll have a squared unit on my calculation. Awesome. Now, question number 2 says as follows. Given the area of 110 centimeters, that's right here, find the unknown side. Well, again, I'm going to start with my formula. Area is equal to a half AB sine theta, and I'm going to substitute the things that I know. Area is 110, a half. One of the sides is 14. The other side is x, and sine 65 is what I know. Now, I want to solve for x, which is right here. I'm going to rearrange the formula to do that. You can do some of the calculating beforehand and then divide. It's really up to you. But you can say 2 times 110 divided by 14 sine 65 is equal to x. And when you use your calculator, x should come out to be 17.3 centimeters. Now, for the next example, I'd like you to pause the video, try the example, draw a diagram if you need to, and when you come back, check that your answer is the same that's posted here. So, triangle ABC has an area of 48.4 centimeters squared, length AB is 8.4 centimeters, AC is 14.6 centimeters, and it wants you now to find the angle. So give that a try and come back and check your answer. So if you substitute it in, this is what your formula should look like. Now, isolate for sine theta. So you can rearrange and actually get this step over here, or some of you may choose to go straight from here to this line over here, not a problem. And your last step, using your calculator, when you second sine in your calculator, you get theta comes out to be 52 degrees. Alright, the next two questions are word problems. I encourage you to try them. Draw a diagram that may help you, especially for question number 5. I'm going to take an opportunity to pause the video, draw in the diagram, and then start working through some of the number crunching. I suggest you try it on your own first, and then look at the answer that's posted to make sure that you're on the right track. So question number 1 says, a parking lot is in the shape of a parallelogram. Its dimensions are 320 meters by 275 meters. The acute angle between them is 52 degrees. That means the smaller angle, not the bigger angle, the smaller angle, the one that is less than 90 degrees. Find the area of the parking lot to the nearest 100 square meters. I will start there and let you have an opportunity to draw your own diagram and see if you can figure it out, and then I'll post an answer. Well, hopefully your diagram looks a lot like this. I have a parallelogram. The longer side is 320 meters. The angled side is 275 meters. My angle in between, or the contained angle here, is 52 degrees. And you'll notice that a parallelogram is made up of two triangles. Therefore, the area of the parallelogram is actually 2 times the area of a triangle. So 2 times a half AB sine theta. Well, 2 times a half is just 1, so that cancels out right there, so those go away, and you get AB sine theta. Well, if you get AB sine theta, simply plug in what I know. That's 320 times 275 sine 52. I used my calculator, and when I do that, I should get out 69,300 meters squared. Awesome. Try the next question. A perfume box is in the shape of a prism with a height of 9 centimeters and a triangular base. The base of the triangle is a scalene triangle. Scalene means that all 3 sides are different. In this case, one measures 8 centimeters, 11 centimeters, and 12 centimeters. It wants you to find the volume of a box. So give that a try, see if you can get that diagram, and see if you can figure out the volume of this perfume box. Well, hopefully your diagram looks something like this. A 3-sided triangle on the bottom that are 8 by 11 by 12 with a height of 9 centimeters. You'll notice that you have a lot of side lengths and you don't have any angles in order to find the area of the base. Well, I'm going to put my theta here in this corner. It could be in any of the corners, and I'm going to use my cosine law that I learned the other day. And when I substitute everything into the formula here, I get out that theta is 63.05 degrees. Now with that, I can find the area of the base of the triangle. Substituting the angle into the area of a triangle formula, I get that the area of the base is 42.79 centimeters squared. And I'm going to add that here. And now the last step, given that the volume of a box is the area of the base times the height, I'm going to take the area of the base here, which is 42.79 centimeters squared, and I'm going to multiply it by 9 centimeters. That gives me 385 centimeters cubed. Now, if you have an opportunity, visit the next lesson and make sure that you do your homework. See you again soon.